Hi guys, welcome back to another episode. Quick question: what makes a woman sexy? You know, for some people, once they hear that word sexy, once they hear such a question, they'll be like, it is the shape of a woman's body that makes her sexy. Well, it's not incorrect, yes, but that is not the only thing that makes a woman sexy. I'd like to share a story with you. So I went out on a very chilled day to a cafe. So I was enjoying my coffee, minding my business. Then a lady walked in. Now, before you begin to think that it was an Instagram model, no, wait, let me explain the picture to you. A lady walked in. She wasn't even wearing anything flashy. Just a simple dress. Her natural hair was packed backwards. Minimal makeup. She wasn't even carrying a designer's bag. Nothing. She was just looking very simple. You know, no dramatic entrance. No crowd was following her. Nothing. But the moment she stepped into that cafe, heads turned. Conversations slowed down in that cafe. Even the barista that was taking our order was even stuttering just by mere looking at her. But here's the twist. She wasn't even the most physically attractive woman in that cafe. There were other ladies there that were more beautiful, taller, sexy, like people always say, the sexy ones are the ones with noticeable curves. So yeah, there were other women there that had more noticeable curves. So why her? What did she have that pulled so much attention like a magnet? It wasn't just beauty. It was presence. It was femininity. It was grace, power, and even something deeper. So she just sat down and was reading a book. I was just watching her all through. I was just, imagine I was just watching my fellow woman. I was just watching her, observing her. And I realized something, that being sexy is not just something you wear. It is something you radiate. Think about it. So in today's video, let's talk about what really makes a woman sexy, not just the noticeable curves. So yes, let's talk about it. Not the filtered version, not the shallow version, but the real undeniable magnetic type of sexy that leaves a mark. So yeah, let's dive in. What really makes a woman sexy? But of course, before I begin, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. All those that have not subscribed, also like and comment on my videos. The comments are very important, so keep them coming. Don't forget to share my videos as well. Thank you so much for that. So what makes a woman sexy? Firstly, confidence without arrogance. Being sexy is not loud. In fact, it's more like quiet confidence. Yes. It's more like walking into a room without needing anyone's validation. Because a woman that knows who she is, she doesn't shrink. She doesn't overcompensate. Yes. Take a look at all these powerful women in our society. When they enter a room, they don't need attention. They don't scream for attention because their presence already commands it. So yes, that is really being sexy. Confidence without arrogance. A woman that has emotional intelligence is sexy. A woman that can read the room, communicate with empathy, and knows how to manage her emotions. Wow, That is a woman that is indeed sexy. That character is magnetic because it means that she's matured, she's present, she's secured in herself. So yes, that is sexy. A woman that knows her worth is sexy. Yes, a woman that knows what she brings to the table. She knows what she has is sexy. And she doesn't even mind eating alone under that table. A woman that knows her worth doesn't beg. She doesn't settle. She doesn't chase validation. Very important. That is indeed being sexy. Another way of knowing your worth as a woman is being bold enough, strong enough to hold your head up and leave a toxic relationship without looking back, telling yourself that you deserve better. A woman that is playful is also sexy. Yeah, because laughter is sexy. Come on. Yeah, it is. A woman that is playful, tease, that knows how to enjoy the moment, that has a sense of humor, such a woman, she's indeed unforgettable. If you've spent time with such a person, it's really amazing and it's also sexy as well. So yeah, it is sexy. A woman that has a soft but strong voice is also sexy. Yes. A woman that has a calm, soft, and intentional tone is sexy. She doesn't need to yell to be heard. In fact, when she speaks, you want to lean in and listen. That is really sexy. Being mysterious and also very important, knowing how to set boundaries is very important. It is sexy. Yes. Mysterious and setting boundaries. Sexy. Because a mysterious woman knows how to keep things to herself. She doesn't share everything about herself to anybody. She understands the mystery of not giving it all. She doesn't just tell people everything about her. Even when she meets someone, you don't just tell them everything. You understand? You know what to say and what not to say about yourself. Being mysterious is sexy. And knowing how to set boundaries as well. For example, a mysterious woman doesn't post everything about herself on social media. But when you talk to her, you will see that there is much depth. In fact, you'll be intrigued. So it's not everything about you that should be on social media. It's not everything happening in your life that people should know. Learn to keep things to yourself. Being mysterious is sexy. Having intentional style as a woman is sexy. A sexy woman, in fact, sexy women know how to dress for themselves. Yes. Not to follow trends, not to please anybody, not for attention, but for themselves. As a woman, when you wake up every day to look beautiful, you're doing it for yourself. Not just for your partner or for attention of any man or for anybody around you. First person you're doing it for is yourself. So yes, be intentional about your style because that is sexy. The way a woman walks shows how sexy she is. Yes, from the posture, the presence, the movement, it shows how sexy she is. Because a sexy woman doesn't rush. Yes, she walks like a queen. She walks like she owns her own time and space. That is sexy. When a woman talks about a passion that is bigger than herself, that is sexy. A sexy woman, talks about something that she truly loves. Maybe it could be her work, her career, her faith, with so much energy. And that is indeed sexy. Having a passion, something that you pursue with all your might, that is sexy. A sexy woman knows how to make eye contact. Eye contact that speaks volume. A sexy woman is not afraid of looking at you straight in the eyes. Not seductively, no, but confidently. There are young ladies that when a person of the opposite sex is talking to them, they cannot look them straight in the eyes. Maybe I'll call that being shy, yeah. But a confident and sexy woman knows how to speak to someone by making the right eye contact. That speaks volume. Self-care and discipline makes a woman sexy. A sexy woman knows how to take care of herself. Physically, very important of course, emotionally and also mentally. It shows self-love. Knowing how to take care of yourself as a woman every day is very important and it is very sexy. A sexy woman has emotional maturity. Yes, she doesn't get easily triggered. She knows how to control her emotions. She doesn't create unnecessary drama. She's not a drama queen. She knows how to communicate directly. That is indeed sexy. For example, maybe as a woman you are having issues with your partner. A sexy woman would know how to control her emotions and talk calmly to resolve the issue with the partner, not blowing things out of proportion, yelling, shouting, and even causing more issues. No, that is not sexy. That is immaturity. So knowing how to resolve things maturely is sexy. A sexy woman doesn't break easily. She's tough. Even in tough times, she has strength. Her strength is wrapped in elegance. For example, a woman that can navigate through breakup, job loss, betrayal, and maybe any other thing with dignity, without shutting down. Even if it breaks her, she has the ability to pick up and move on. That is a sexy woman. That is a strong woman. In fact, that is next level beauty. Last but not the least, being spiritually grounded is sexy. Have you ever thought about it? There is something incredibly amazing about being spiritual. Yes, a sexy woman is spiritually grounded. She moves with peace, with faith, with grace, with alignment. That is sexy. A sexy woman prays, she meditates, she believes. And finally, for today's episode on what makes a woman sexy. A sexy woman is whole with or without a man. Yes. The sexiest women don't need a man to complete them. Think about it. See, a sexy woman would say, I want love. She doesn't deny the fact that she wants love in her life. But she's not going to be desperate for it. That is what she would say. A sexy woman would say, I want love, but I'm not going to be desperate for it. So while she's waiting for the love to come her way, she's busy building herself, building her career, building her business, making her life better. That is being sexy. So let's get this straight. Being sexy is not just a body type or a waist size. It's about you. What you bring into the world. It's about your energy, your self-awareness. So if you can radiate the type of sexiness I talked about in today's episode and even more, you will not need to chase for attention. Attention will chase you as a woman. So that is being sexy in my own opinion. So what do you think is being sexy as a woman? Is it the body type, the waist size, or do you think it's about you, your personality, how you show up in the world? What do you think? So kindly drop your answers in the comment section. I will be waiting there. Thanks so much for watching my video today. Thanks so much for listening. And please do not forget to subscribe to my channel. All those that have not subscribed. Also like and comment. Don't forget to comment. I'll be waiting for your comments. Share my videos as well. Thank you so much for that. See you in another episode.